All right, there we go. Of course, finally, Burb has figured out how to OBS. Of course, it's time. Instructions, please, for this next matchup on the Monday Night Mayhem, the final one here on this channel. On the left-hand side is, of course, another Upstarts Championship contender. Perhaps someone we could see going for the belt at our next Super Show that takes place after Reckoning. Of course, he's someone that has been on that grind, recently picked up gym, and is finally starting to see letters on some of his scores. That hexadecimal action. He is a man with yet another acronym, the OPB 1 Pound Bobby. And on the right, his opponent warming up on Invisible Tetris. Of course, man who is actually, I will just look on his scene real quick. Of course, he is 3 cocktails in for this one, according to his text on the stream layout. Playing like Harry Hong, T-spinning it up. It's actually Reid. All right, of course, folks, if you are using same presets, let me know. And when you are ready, let me know as well. I do believe Bobby has, I mean, like I said, Bobby does have gym now, so could maybe do it if you guys want, so. Of course, Reid has agreed to SPS, and so is Bobby, so let's go ahead and do it. Let's generate ourselves a seed. And there you guys have it. It's going to be 2F F6 C3. Of course, we should play along at home, right? Want to play along? Think you can beat these guys? Try it. I implore you. Of course, players entering their seeds in. They are ready to go. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to count them down. Game number 1. We begin this one in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. JST. All right, perfect. So pieces are the same. This is a DAS battle between, of course, the number 4, I believe. 4? Is it 4? Let me check. Actually, let me check the right keys. Yeah, the number 4 contender for the Upstarts Championship, OPB. And of course, his opponent tonight, actually Reid, as opposed to figuratively Reid. And of course, they are kind of just getting underway here. You know, some matches that we have for the remainder of this evening, of course. Got 3 more after this. We got, you know, in this 7-match queue that we had going on tonight. We got Maestro, who we just heard from in the booth. He'll be playing in a little bit. We'll try and get GD in the booth for that one. Right, he'll be taking on, Maestro will be taking on his old rival, Ian Keith, in what I consider to be part of the epilogue of that whole storyline, right? Kind of a little addendum, right, if you will. And of course, after that, we will see the Ninja of Ninjas coming in one final time, take on Deck, who's been making some strides as of late. And of course, main event later on, it will be the Zeno Phillips, as he will be taking on Confusing Pokey, who is, of course, making his big return to Classic Tetris. Of course, he's getting set for this matchup he's got coming up on Friday at the Tetris Friendlies Reckoning. He'll be taking on Noah Dang. who had an absolutely monster performance up against Alex friggin' Thatch just a couple weeks back at Tetris Gauntlet. I had the pleasure of calling that alongside Grand Designs. That was excellent match overall. I am excited for that match on Friday. That's gonna be a fun show. You guys do not want to miss that. And of course, speaking of Friday, I did allude to this earlier, you will be hearing me in the booth for some of the matches. Right, of course, you'll be hearing me for the first couple of matches. Joining the King, as per always, right? I'll be there. I wouldn't miss it. Well, mostly because King just happened to schedule it the one Friday in June that I'm actually home. But, you know, it worked out, right? I'm glad King was able to make that work out. I wanted to be there, you know. I just wanted to make sure I could watch the Upstarts Championship. So that was really what I wanted. So I got to do that, and I get to call some matches too, so that's cool. But of course, in the meantime, I also get to call this one here. We've had some digging going on from our two players, but nothing really out of hand. And actually got some pretty solid games going on, I would say. Got 237 here for OPB. We're at 71 lines. 308 for Reid. He is about 10 lines ahead, at least at the time I started saying that sentence. Of course, OPB's got a little bit of an awkward hole in that middle of the board now, but it's actually made some really good decisions there to get it reopened up. You saw some flat burns going on towards the right side that just really helped him get out of that. But of course, before this match started, before GD had his rough top out in the final game of his set there, Ian Keith had kind of mentioned that we were starting to talk about some Wheel of Fortune, right? Pat Sajak retiring, I think next month is what we said. Yeah, next season. I decided to scroll up and look, but crazy stuff. And it's funny. It's funny that comes up today of all days because, last show on this channel, right? Obviously, like, there's a bit of an end, right? Another end of an era, right? Like, it's kind of funny that it came up tonight, but also because, I ran again, you probably tell by my voice being a little bit shot tonight. Not super bad, but, not 100% there either. That, I ran a stupid cursed gaming tournament at my house with a bunch of my friends over the weekend. And one of the games that was featured in said tournament was the Wii version of Wheel of Fortune. It actually did have Pat Sajak's actual voice. Is actually Pat Sajak and Vanna White that do the voices for that game, and it's kind of funny because their avatars look, they look cursed. It's a Wii game, right? Like, they don't look that great. Like, third-party Wii games, they're a little cursed. But what's not so cursed is this game right now that came out decades before the Wii even was an idea. As, of course, we got a score of 404 to 444. As we are about to transition, there's the Tetris for Reid. He'll get there 468. Bobby with the Tetris on the table could get pretty close to matching that, but we'll take the burn. 428 his score, so about a 40,000 point spread as far as pace is concerned. We are underway. OPB looking to get this board down to a safe position. That square, though, a little bit rough because you can see he had a spot for the L piece that came after, but the square just had nowhere else to go. Had to get rid of the spot. But now he's on level 20. He's going to continue to burn this back down to a more manageable height here. Nice long bar flat. In the meantime, Reid actually not really able to capitalize either on the situation. So beat sequence kind of rough here for both of our players at the moment, but Reid gonna get clean first. Just gotta get back to building up for that Tetris here on the right side. Ooh, you can see maybe a misdrop of a Z on the right for him. Oh, but a quick down with a bar on the left. Oh my word. Long bar in for the triple, the split triple. So both players just struggling with these faces right now. And perhaps some misdrops as well. Not super kind. There we go. OPB is clean. He's got to get that left side built in, though. He works to get Tetris ready here. Start catching up in this one. There's a Tetris for him. 496. 531 for actually Reid. Reid now clean as well. There's a Tetris for OPB. He's clawing right back into this one. 528, but there's a Tetris for Reid. He'll go to 568. He's on level 25, though. He's got about 10 lines ahead. He was about 10 lines ahead. But now both players starting to get into a groove here. Another Tetris for OPB, and he's going to take the lead. He has taken the lead. 592 to 579. And is behind in lines. Like, substantially. Reid's board starting to fall apart here. He's got to get this back under control if he wants a chance. We are running out of time here. 588 for Reid. He's Tetris ready. Wait on the bar. But guess what? Not coming. Oh my God, he needs a bar so bad. Dirty triple. Need a bar for that right side. There's the bar. There's the Tetris to retake the lead. 634 to 621. OPB's in trouble. Can he get anything for the left? No, he can't. And at 670, actually Reid is approaching kill screen and will take the 1-0 lead. Wow. What a way to open this set, man. And of course, to our two players, don't forget to increment our seed. It's gonna be 3-0, right? 3-0? Yeah, that seems right. So, there you go. Oh, yeah, and of course, yeah, Ian Keith, yeah. Of course, with my my cursed CRT that I have downstairs. Yeah, of course. Yeah, we played on that. Everybody, OPB, first two. Yeah, here, I'll type that too, because I know you're a little delayed, so, But, yeah, we played with, the cursed Wii, the cursed CRT. Yeah, it was, that game of Wheel of Fortune was, certainly something. I'm just glad that, like, my, I'm glad my friends that were there were all, like, getting super into it, too. It was really funny. Like, just, everyone started clapping at the start of the game. It was so stupid. But anyways, sounds so stupid. So we got seats figured out. We're ready to go for game number 2, which continues here in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And, oh, look at that. OPB. He's got the Tigers, the old English D on his hat there. Much respect. We suck, right? The Tigers suck right now, but I appreciate it anyway. Yeah, right, yeah, I've only then lost the last literal 9 games. Yeah, I mean... if my friend Tom was here right now, he could... I literally can't even talk to him about the Detroit Tigers because it's just such an abomination there right now. I don't follow baseball that closely, but my friend Tom can go on for days, man. About how bad the ownership is there. But to be fair, that's also the case with pretty much all of our Detroit teams right now. So. Like I said, I follow basketball a bit more closely myself, and I don't know what to expect from my Pistons this season. I'm gonna just kind of have fun watching Cade. I'm excited for him to come back. You know, that's what I'm excited about. I am excited though that the Pistons, I think this happened since the last time I hosted. Because it has been a minute because I've been out of town and stuff, but you know, the Pistons hired Monty Williams, right? Be their new head coach, which I am excited about. I mean, literally their owner was just like, hey, here's literally all of my money, please come coach us because we suck. So I'm hoping that he can make some things happen here. You know, even if we don't like win the title soon, right? Like, I mean, we're not even close right now. So, but yeah, it's tough. It's tough out here in Detroit, man. Right? Like they say, can't have shit in Detroit, man. I tell you. But what we can have is a score check, right? Coming basically straight out of Detroit. I'm literally not that far off. 107 for OPB, 183 for actually Reid. So that much you can have here. You can have a score check. But of course, it's been pretty, I mean, like I said, this set's been solid. I mean, OBB off to a bit of a slow start, surely a slower run than he would like, but it's hanging in there. It's not really letting the game get too out of hand. Reid, you know, kind of having some burning to do as well, so it's not like he's really been able to run away with this one by any means. And, oh yeah, of course, Keith. Yeah, of course, yeah. It's sad when the Lions in Detroit are the ones that have the best chance to do anything out of all the Detroit teams. That's sad. Like, that's a truly sad day. Or really a sad era of Detroit sports. But I do attribute being a Detroit Lions fan as the reason MDS MVP's car got cheesed while we were at the Illinois Regional. I will forever rip on him for that. Of course, we are starting to approach that transition here. We're about 40 lines away. 181 here for OPB, having a suffer right now. Okay, he's got a bar, needs another one. There we go. Dirty Tetris for OPB. 206 his score, 335 for Reid. We are at a similar line count. Of course, Confusing Pokey is back. How do we convince King to do a yearly King's Choice Awards? You know, it almost sounds like a random idea that Vandy had once, right? Like, you know, King's Choice, right? Like, I feel like that's something Vandy came up with as a joke once. But I mean, could ask him. I mean, I'm sure he'd be up to try something like that. Or if not, maybe I'll do it. I don't know. You have Burb's Choice, right? Like Burb's Choice Awards. You know. But yeah, no, I'm sure if you ask him, I mean, especially someone of your right, someone of your, I can't think of the word, but someone that is highly regarded by the King in that way. I'm sure he, you know, sure he'd be at least somewhat receptive, right? Like, of course, we're about to transition. We got one line to go. Reid with a pretty substantial lead here. He's at 439 with one line to go. OBB has transitioned at 300 here. So over 100,000 points, the difference here as Reid Tetris is in at 463. Like Sam's Choice. Only one player has to die. What is this, deathmatch? Oh my goodness. So we are underway, of course, on the 19 speed. 358 for OPB. 475 for actually Reid. Looking to continue running away with this one here. OPB is just trying to get this board back down to safety here. He's got the right side reopen. There we go. Bang Tetris. 397. Still having a bit of a suffer game, but starting to heat up a little bit here on the 19 speed. Which, I mean, hey, if you're going to do it, if you're going to wait till one moment to do it, 19's the place. And, ooh, OPB going aggressive here. Column 2. Bang Tetris. Oh, my word. Maybe that wasn't on purpose, but he got it. Either way, 439 to 523 has brought this to within 100K. But Reid gonna answer back. There's a Tetris 553. Ooh, Bobby needs something for that right. Oh, but the block's still well, and the bar is not coming. And it'll be finished at 440. That T, I mean, he just had no burn options there. And of course, Reid at 564 has done more than enough. And we'll take the 2-0 lead. Oh, true. Yeah, we could have, best promo. I may have to... Maybe I could do something with that. If King abandoned the idea, maybe I could do something with that. I'll have to think about I'll put some thoughts to that. Because I think that is an interesting idea. Oh, also, I do seed. Yeah, 4-1. 4-1. Yeah. Sorry, totally spaced on that. My apologies. All right, we are ready to go. It is time for game number 3. It is game point for Reid in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Didn't refer to them as the Bears. Yeah, true. All right, of course, Confusing Pokey gonna go jump in the shower. And of course, look who's here. It is Vince. Vince himself is here. Is Reid too strong? So far, that seems to be the case. We had a pretty nail-biter game 1. Right between these two. It literally just came down to a bad piece sequence at the end of the game, and Reid had the lead. Right, I mean, accidentally. And of course, OPB just had to suffer in that game number 2. Was able to take it pretty deep into transition, but, you know, certainly has been a good set, I would say. And of course, coming up next, it will be the Upstarts champion, the Maestro, who we just heard from a little bit ago. He's talking about the DAS National Championship, all that sort of stuff. He is, of course, attending that this summer and is trying to get a big prize pool going for it. And of course, he'll be taking on tonight an old rival in Ian Keith. So of course, we'll be seeing that potentially after this game if Reid is able to keep going strong here and win it. But right now, he is behind in points. 85,000 points for him, 121 for the OPB. Yeah, of course, Ninja's appreciating the rhyme. Yeah, it was not intentional. It was not intentional by any means. Like, and that's the thing. I say this all the time, but, you know, people get this idea that I'm, like, just putting on this shtick, right, for the show. Which, I mean, I am to some degree, but like, this is genuinely, I mean, those who have met me in person can confirm this is pretty much how I just talk normally. Like, everyone's always surprised when they meet me. It's like, oh, that's just actually how you talk. I'm like, yeah, dude. Like, you know. Like, I'll make up rhymes like that accidentally. Like, I will make catchphrases accidentally. Like, that's how they happen for me, you know. You know, I'm just kind of like, ooh, I kind of like that. I'm going to start using that, right? Like, it's... Like, I don't... Most of the things I do are not on purpose, so... Yeah, method actor. Yeah, of course. Yeah, see, Vince understands. Vince understands. Oh, and of course, Vince, by the way, I did upload one of the 2 videos from Wisconsin, by the way. I did. It should be in the Dropbox. But it started yelling at me when I started doing the other one that I was out of space on Dropbox, so I don't. Yeah, I'll have to DM you later, but just remind me. I gotta DM you about that. Dropbox isn't nice. It started yelling at me. And that's right, yeah, including running into tables. Yeah, 24/7, dude. Like, my leg is just all sorts of like, you know, cut up just from running into things all the time. You know. You know, speaking of doing things accidentally, Reid with a couple of accidental misdrops there towards the middle of the board. We're gonna Tetris in, but is behind in points. He's at 334. 386 for OPB as we are getting set to transition within the next 40-ish lines here. Okay, cool, that works, Vince. Yeah, I'll have to upload. I'll upload the other one after I'm done tonight. Then, so do that. Have it do that while I sleep. Of course, and of course, what I'm referring to is, right, for those who don't know, I did bring my second setup. I brought my second setup out to the Midwest Gaming Classic, and Classic Tetris 2 was streamed from that PC. It's my mini ITX build that I did a while back, that I used at the War Over Washtenaw event out in Ann Arbor, Michigan. You know, it's got that case with a cute handle on it, right? Like, it's it's you know, it's been a beast. It's been an absolute beast for me. So of course I never got Vince the footage, so I'm finally getting around to that. Now that it is, you know, June, right? I'm getting around to it. But that is completely my bad, of course. But of course, it's not my bad. Well, actually, it is kind of my bad because I don't give enough score checks probably as I should, but what I will do is give you one now as we're getting set to transition. Reid has got himself 2 lines to go before we hit that 19 speed. And now 1 line with that bird. He's at 464. See if we can get the Tetris to go in. He's kind of getting a little close to the sun here. As Bobby transitions 521. Reid will get the long bar over. We need another one though right now. And it will not come. It is hanging out in the next box. And at 531, OPB will bring this one to a game 4. Of course, Mari is here. Welcome in. First did what with you last week? I missed I think I'm missing some context here. Or I'm just stupid, or both. Probably both. Oh, the pause. Yeah. Is your stream dead? It was momentarily. It was buffering for momentarily, but we're good now. We're good now. And of course, the next seed, I should put this in before I completely space on that again. 5-2 for the first 2 digits. What we'll use. Of course, we'll let Bobby play this one out. He's got a good game going right now, so we'll let him play this out. But just that way I have the seed there for when the both of you are ready. But, like I said, play it out, Bobby. Let's go. Let's get it done. There we go. Another Tetris. Of course, Arctic watching this from a brewery probably cannot hear anything I'm saying. So I could probably, unless he's wearing headphones, could probably just like say what I could just slander Arctic like all night long and just be like, hey, you know, he sucks. So, you know. Oh, come on, game. Okay, there's a bar. We're at 803. I mean, this is maybe he's gonna have to step on it, but we can maybe see Max here. But again, he's gotta step on it. He knows. Okay, there's the Tetris. Oh, I might be out of reach now, but regardless, play it out. It's definitely. Oh no, he tops out, man. Damn, he needed to go balls to the wall, but 845, excellent game. Excellent game. Actually, hang on. I don't think this is the playlist I want. I actually wanted to do this other one. Yeah, I like this one. I'm gonna roll with this one again. All right. Of course, 5-2, the new seed. Of course, Mice is here, checking up on the queue. Fortunately, is still awake. Probably going on like 30 hours at this point. Probably like, hurry up, guys! I need to go to bed. Like, that's not what Mice sounds like. Yep, 5-2. All right, we are ready to go. It's on Bobby's side once Reid is ready. Of course. Reid chugged the rest of his drink in honor of Arctic. Just in time for game number 4, which takes place in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And of course, yeah, happy birthday to Arctic, of course. Yeah. Man, lots of birthday discussion tonight. Love it. I'm glad you are choosing to not only spend it at a brewery, but spend it at a brewery watching some Monday Night Mayhem. And a big episode, too, at that. You know, all, however many of you are here, right? Like, I'm so glad you're all here for this momentous evening. Wait, the what? I don't know why I did not think you were that old. Oh my god, I thought you were like in your 20s or something. And I hope you take that as a compliment. I truly hope you take that as a compliment, because I do mean that as a compliment. Oh my god, that's crazy. I did not think you were that old. It's like the same thing we say about GD, right? Like, I didn't think GD was that old. He's like, oh yeah, no, I'm 40. Like, of course, Archie says we better hurry up because the Nuggets game starts soon. Oh yes, the NBA Finals. Yeah, it's been a crazy playoffs, man. I tell you, it's been crazy. Yeah, of course. Yeah, GD is 70. Yeah, obviously. Well, see, people expect me to be old too because of my voice, because I've got just this deep voice that like just has so much bass and carries. Like until they hear me like talk like a young person, they all think like, oh yeah, you sound like you're like 40 or something, right? And like I've gotten phone calls from like family before. They've like thought I was my dad. Like that's how old I sound sometimes. But yeah, how do you do, fellow kids, right? Oh my god. Oh my word. Of course. 92,000 to score for OPB. 192 for actually Reid. So it's about a 100K lead at the moment. As Bobby will slam a dirty Tetris there to go to 117. Just been kind of working with his center well for the moment. Hasn't been working out super well. No pun intended. This is what I mean by accidentally doing literally everything in life. You're freaking not an enigma. Oh my god. Of course, because Ninjas is asking, how does my mini ITX handle all this nonsense, right? Well, it helps to use. I have an the Elgato the internal HDMI capture card. I added it after Wisconsin, courtesy of Chris Bidwell. He tipped me off to the fact that they were on clearance on Amazon, but using that capture card for the cameras helps a lot. It gives you a lot more USB bandwidth, right? Like the fact that I got that on clearance was kind of a godsend. Being able to do that, and then yeah, using the 4 capture cards. It's just a matter of putting them in the right spot, right? Because like the physical port, because it will yell at you or not even yell at you. It just will not work if you try and put 2 of them right next to each other. It's to be blunt, it's fucking stupid, right? It's really stupid. But we get it to work. I mean, it works pretty well. Like, and honestly, so yeah, so there you go. To answer your question, Ninjas, yeah, it works. It works pretty well. Yeah, I am able to do it. So, and that was, kind of the point. What else is the point of this, of me being here in the booth right now, is to get some score checks here. Of course, we're kind of just cruising along on the 18. Some burns, some Tetrises, all that good stuff. Got a pretty substantial lead at the moment for Reid. Jesus Christ, for Reid. He's at 477, 304 right on the nose for OPB. He's got about 15 lines to go until transition. Bar is just not showing up, so he's gonna have to take some more burns here. Finally, when it shows, there's the Tetris. Oh yeah, dude, yeah, definitely, yeah, DM me after this, yeah. Or whenever, really, yeah, just DM me, yeah. I'll have to let you know, because I forget which one I use specifically. But what I do know is that we're on the 19 speed for both of our 2 players. Bobby needs a win to stay alive, force this side or keep the reverse sweep going. Reid needs a win to close this one out. Of course, Galaxy Biscuit is here. Is Reid a tapper? No, Reid is DAS all the way. He's got about a 200,000 point lead at the moment. Bobby's gonna have to really step on the gas here. Try and chase the score. There's a Tetris for him. Start working towards just that. Gotta step on the gas and hope that Reid makes a mistake. And you see a couple burns required there. We'll see if Bobby can capitalize. But fortunately, not seeming that way so far. 404 for him. Can't find him 566 for Reid. So cutting into the lead a little bit. Oh, of course, that Jake coming in for Bobby just a piece too late. Oh man, you could have put that S over to the right side to accommodate the J a little bit better. So now both players in a bit of a dig. Reid actually, ooh, that left side's in a little bit of trouble actually. Gonna get the L over for the skim, but his board's starting to get higher up. This is Bobby's chance to really start closing this gap. Like, time is now. Because Reid is in trouble here. There's a Tetris for Bobby. He'll go to 456. Reid at 616. Just digging away. Look at this. Dash control from Reid. And there's a lumber. There's a Tetris for Reid. 653. Still just shy of a 200K lead. Oh my word. What a clutch friggin' dig, man. But he's got to do it again here. As this board, not super great right now. Bobby's still got a lot of ketchup to do as opposed to mustard. And he knows he's going aggressive as Reid tops out. 662 was the final score. This is doable. Bobby, you need 663. There's a Tetris. 568, 100,000 points to go. Let's see it. Oh, Bobby with the Aki bar. Can we get another bar? There's lumber. There's a Tetris. Oh my word, 601. And another one. One more change should do it. We need 663. There's lumber. There's a Tetris. 670. And OPB. Just like that. Comes back from 200,000 points behind and will push us to a decider. Oh my God. Wow. Excellent. Just outstanding game that we have had from both of these two. What better way to finish this than with a Game 5 decider?
And the whole conspiracy would have been exposed!
And Roman is here, table for two. Thank you for preventing the whole conspiracy from being exposed. As of course the next seed, 6-3 for the first two digits. Gentlemen, 6-3. Oh man, I'm gonna miss the whole conspiracy being exposed on this show. That's like the thing I'm probably gonna miss most about doing friendlies on this channel, man. Like just that raid notification. I mean, I'm still gonna stream other stuff, but like, you know, this is definitely the spot, the show that got the most attention here on my channel. But anyways, thank you, Roman. I appreciate that. All right, we got it ready from Bobby. Okay, no, I do see movement on Reid's camera. Okay, never mind. I'm like, did Reid die? No, he did not die. All right, we got two ready players. Let's friggin' do this thing. Game number 5, here we go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And again, coming up next, it is the Dance Revolution and the Upstarts champion, the Maestro, taking on Ian Keith in an epilogue of that storyline of their rivalry. Of course, we are underway this final game. Man, I mean, this match has been an instant classic, honestly. This is kind of, I think this match is kind of stolen the show, honestly. Unreal. And of course, Mark Fram is here with a raid, party of 3. Thank you for that and preventing the whole conspiracy from being exposed. GD is here with the raid. Hell yeah! Of course, you guys are just in time for this final game between Reid and OPB. This has been an absolute thriller here. My God, this match has been insane. For those who missed it, Game 4, Bobby just was down 200,000 points at transition, came all the way back. Reid didn't top out until level 26. He had a clutch freaking comeback. So we'll see what happens here, how this one plays out. It's been a back and forth affair. We got 150 for OPB and a Tetris. We'll go to 175, 174 for actually Reid. Of course, Ampu's here. Yeah, I gotta watch that after. Yeah, that was a crazy this whole set has been friggin' crazy. Like, even the very beginning, like, it was just back and forth the whole way. Right? It's been crazy. This whole match has been crazy. Yeah, meanwhile, King was just just sitting at his arms crossed like, all right, I'm dead. Oh, my word. Of course, we'll come in Louis Skewy. Congrats on the merger. Tonight you should expose the conspiracy. Yeah, of course, King is here now. This match is still going. And GD and I have already finished. Like, we played a whole match in the middle of this. Yeah. Yeah, what are you gonna do with your 112? I mean, I don't know, man. Right? Yeah, I guess there's not gonna be as much going on here, right? Yeah, I don't know. Fortunately, they are non-transferable. We'd have to do another fundraiser for you, Ian Keith. Like, is that where it's gonna have to happen? Have Colin fundraise for you to get more channel points on the classic Tetris channel? Oh yeah, because we get to the King rescream, right? Like, it's not a channel reward in classic Tetris. I didn't even think about that either. Like, stuff like that. You bet all your points on the next match. Oh, God. Gorsh. As King would tell you, right? King would tell you that is a phrase I use all the time. I'm literally Goofy. You know, the Disney character Goofy. Clearly. Oh, God. 450 to 370. It is Reid with a lead. Yeah, I gotta bet all 3 points. Yeah. Leg. Jeez. Speaking of walking into things, literally. I will say, Ian Keith was here when King was doing that impression of me basically as Goofy, right? We laughed hysterically at Gorsh, like, like he did not just say that, but what I did say though, right? This is not a good segue, but We are at the transition for the 5th time in this set. 430 to 514. Reid is ahead by 10 lines and is about 80,000 points ahead real time. This one I expect will come down to the wire here. But Reid with that shift to the square. We need a bar. Oh, it's not gonna show up. It came way too late. So there's your target OPB. We need 519. Oh my God, I jinxed it. Bar shows there's a Tetris for OPB. One more and change should do it. Oh, we got a bar dependency on that left side though. Oh, Bobby's board's falling apart. He's not gonna get it. Oh my word, he's not gonna get it. Had a chance, but that bar dependency on the left just killed his board. Reid's looking now. He can't believe it. The pop-off. As Reid will survive. Just barely. He'll survive game number 5, take the game and the match. Oh my word. What a finish. Just King, this whole match. You missed it because you were getting your ass beat by GD, but this whole match right here, recommended viewing. The whole thing. And of course, gotta feel good if you're Reid coming out on top in this one. Excellent, excellent match from the both of you. Gee friggin' G's. And there you go. Yeah, you see, I got the silver bracket card, so you know, I know what I'm doing. Oh my word. Wow. So there you go. That was what a thriller, man.